Hi in YouTube. Sorry, she always get a text as we're starting a video. So this is my second video today, and I wanted to. My last video was about my hospital experience for my surgery and like immediately post-op, and now I want to talk a little bit about kind of days 2 through 5 when I've been home. So just to kind of give the stats. I'm Katie. Hi. If you didn't watch my introduction video. I am 35 years old, 5'5". I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy surgery on July 14th at St. Joseph's Presence Health with Dr. Frederick Tasinga. My highest weight, which was pretty much right before my liquid diet, was 273 ish, depending on whose scale you went on. And my surgery weight was 265? No, 258. 258. I lost a lot of weight on my liquid diet. I was very well behaved on it. So, yeah. So, those are my stats. I have not weighed myself. My first post-op appointment is a week from tomorrow, and they advised me not to weigh myself until then because it would disappoint me because I just am taking in liquids like it's going out of style, and they gave me a lot of liquids at the hospital. Sorry, pain in my stomach. Oh, sorry. Guys, shh. So yeah, so they were like, don't weigh yourself because you're just going to be upset. So just wait till you go for your appointment. So it's really hard, but I'm not weighing myself. Okay, so, to kind of pick up where the last video left off, I was discharged after one evening in the hospital. That was pretty reasonable to me. I mean, I think if insurance and all that stuff was not, an issue, I would definitely say it's like a 2-night surgery stay, at least for me. I know it's like totally different for everybody. Some people are like dying. My surgeon did, not my surgeon, but like somebody who was talking to me at the hospital did say that, and it kind of resonated with me because there was a possibility that I would have had to kind of be alone after the surgery. It did say that if people are going home and there's not someone there to take care of them, they do keep them an extra night because you need help. You do need help, by the way, and I'll talk a little about that in a second. So they discharged me. My mother and my sister flew in from Pennsylvania to be with me, which was amazing, and I fought it every step of the way, and I'm such an idiot. So thank you, Mom and Shannon. I love you so much. And also I have like a temporary roommate. One of my friends from college was just like staying with me for a while and decided to just stay through August so that she could help in whatever way possible. So, and then I obviously had friends outside of that. So there was just a lot of people to help me. So, they discharged me. My mom and I got me all ready, got my IV out, all that stuff. And then, they wheeled me down in a wheelchair, which they asked me if I wanted one. And I kind of didn't know, but they ended up getting me one. And yes, you just take the wheelchair. It's better for you. Trust me. It was a long walk. So, the ride home was, everyone like freaks out about like, get a pillow hold against your stomach, which is a good idea. Cause like, if you want to wear a seatbelt, like having the pillow is a good barrier to your incisions, but like, it was fine. Like, when it was bumpy, it was a little like, ouch, but I mean, it was fine. I live in Chicago. There's like a ton of potholes too. So it was legit. It was fine. I mean, if it was like a hour ride, this is a totally different scenario. It was like a 30-minute drive for us to get from the hospital back to my house. On Belmont, if anyone's familiar with Chicago, it was all on Belmont, lots of potholes. So yeah, so got home, and I was already a little anxious about coming home. I just felt like, like I said, like in the hospital, they know what to do, and they can immediately be like, that's totally normal, or that's not totally normal. It's different when you're at home, but I mean, everyone took such good care of me. They like got me all set up on the couch, and I have a gigantic couch, so it was easy for us all to sit here. And they actually were not able to get my pain medication until the next day just because the pharmacy didn't have it. And I don't know, whatever. They couldn't get it till the next day. So that night and the next morning were probably the worst times in my recovery. I was in pain, and not like pain, like my incision hurt pain, like internal, that stomach ache pain is what that pain medication numbed for me. Yeah, I was in pain, and then that morning I got extremely nauseous, and I knew that was going to happen, and that's why I had asked them to give me the Zofran. I called my nurse practitioner. He ended up not calling me back for like until like literally like 8 hours later. So the nausea was gone by that point. They'd gotten my pain medication, and I had them give it to me anyway, because I was like, this is not happening again, because by the time you get a hold of them, you know, it's like, whatever. I'm not going to go to the hospital to get pain medication, or nausea medication. So it was like the only time I really fought with the nausea, but it was miserable. Like, it was miserable from like 6 in the morning to like 2 in the afternoon, and I slept through most of it because I just couldn't take it. You can't throw up. You just feel sick and gross, and it just sucks. I mean, nausea just sucks. Like, we've all been there. I'm a drinker, you know. Nausea just sucks. So that was probably the worst of it, though. And, you know, I've been at home ever since. I have no energy to do anything. I, like, walked my dogs around the block today, and that was, like, praise Jesus. Like, it was just... And you don't have any energy because it's very hard to drink, and it's very hard to take in protein. There are 1,000 videos that'll tell you all the different ways to take in protein on the liquid diet. Isopure, Premier Protein, you know, unflavored protein powders that can go in, like, broths or warm things, tea. I stuck to water, and I started out with Gatorade, but then they yelled at me, so then I did Premier Protein for a while, and I don't have trouble, like, I can drink, but I was getting stomach cramps, like, as I was drinking, like, right, so, like, it was going down, and it's going down, and then it gets to, like, right underneath your bra line, and it was literally felt like my stomach would go, like, oh, and then it would let go. And I didn't quite know what it was. Like, is this like a gas pain? Is this like a reaction? Is it a cramp? Is something... I didn't really think anything really was wrong. But it was really preventing me from drinking very much because... And I'm still getting it now. I'm not getting it in this moment, but, you know, I'm still getting it. And I looked it up, and a lot of people were like, you know, it happens a lot if you drink cold things. So try and drink warm things. It does help to drink warm things. Doesn't make it go away, but it does help. So I've been sticking to lukewarm liquids. So I've just basically been doing Premier Protein, water, and I got some miso broth and strained out, or I got miso soup. I strained out all of the tofu and seaweed, and I just have the broth. And that's like the only broth I can stomach. I'm so over chicken and beef broth. Like, I'm so over it. I'd rather starve. Like, it just is terrible. And I knew I wanted something with like a little bit of salt in my body to be able to, you know, deal with all of that. So, yeah. So that's what I've been subsisting on. It is really hard to stay hydrated. I've just started kind of taking bigger gulps because I literally am just not taking in enough fluid. And sometimes if I overdo that, I get those cramps. And I'm guessing that's what it is. Like, it's like if there's too big of a gulp. I don't think that is my restriction. But I guess I'm just going to figure that out. I've like stopped obsessing over like, I have to know everything right now because it's just, I don't know everything right now. So I think that's just a cramp. I don't think that's me feeling restriction. I think I do kind of feel restriction when I have the broth. Cause that feels like being full. Like, I don't really need anything else in my stomach, but I'm going to talk to my, you know, my bariatric program about that when I go on Monday, and that's fine. So just trying to stay hydrated. That's what everybody tells you. You get so tired of hearing it. It is 100% true. My hair looks so short. And frizzy. Stay hydrated and just try. It's hard. I mean, I was dehydrated yesterday. I was pretty damn sure, but I'm not going back to the hospital until I'm like passing out. So I'm just going to keep trying drinking. That's just the way that it is. You know, I've started doing Crystal Light lemonade because I wanted to drink it, and that would make me drink. And so whatever works for you, you know, honestly, like, they're like, don't focus too much on like sports drinks. If you can say, if it'll hydrate you at the end of the day, like, don't take in a lot of sugar, because I think it won't set well with you, but like if you can do 0-calorie drinks, just do it. Like whatever you're gonna drink, just drink it, because it's hard to stay hydrated, and sometimes just plain water does not inspire you enough to keep you going. So yeah, I think that's it for now. Let me see if I can give you, do you want to see my incisions? They're super sexy. I'll give you a quick shot of my incisions, and then I will update you guys after my appointment next week. So let's hold on one second so I don't like flash anybody. These are my incisions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the big one. They really don't hurt that much at all. They don't hurt. Oh, sorry about that wire. They really don't hurt much at all. They itch a little bit now, but least of your problems, trust me. Least of your problems. So yeah, the incision pain, don't even worry about it. I don't think you should worry about it. But let's be honest, what do I know? So please subscribe to stay updated. I definitely want to get to know more of you and hear about your experiences. Please, any advice you guys have about staying hydrated and switching over to full liquids, I'd love to hear it. I'd love to hear everybody who's experienced this. I know nothing, and I'm like, teach me. So yeah, subscribe and watch, and I can't wait to meet you all, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye.